So, I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while, but we're doing good. Today we're going to talk about how to hit confirm with Happy Chaos, okay? So, this is a question I get asked a lot. How to hit confirm, how to do pretty much the hit confirm stuff with steady aim, but not a lot of people know specifics about it. So I want to do a very in-depth discussion on how to do this. I've lightly touched on this before, but here's basically how it works. You can hit confirm any move into a combo as long as you can link the 5-8 shot to the steady aim shot, right? So how it would look is like that. Right. Basically, by doing 5H into steady aim, you can link the shot and actually get a very good combo. If you don't do the hit confirms like I'm going to talk about here, this is probably along the lines of what you do. It doesn't do a lot of damage, and it's kind of resource heavy. So what can we do differently? How can we make this work? So if we link steady aim off of the 5H, we can actually hit confirm into steady aim playing it, which would look like this. Not like that. It's been a while. There you go. This is what it'll look like if you use steady aim clean hit. Basically, it allows you to combo off of just about anything. Does a lot of damage, and usually it builds you enough meter to where you build your resources back. For example, in this case, you can end in focus and go into super, and you've pretty much got all your resources back, and you do over 50%. So this is really where he really shines. Like, obviously his zoning is very, very powerful, but the fact that he can essentially convert off anything in any interaction in a game like Strive is so huge. It's so huge. So how I do it is, it'll feel very difficult, and it's a very, very tight link. I'm gonna warn you guys now. This is not easy. This can be a 1-frame link off of 2S, or about a 2-frame link off of pretty much any other move. So it is quite difficult. You will be struggling with this for a while. Just a warning. Basically what I do is it's about linking the regular shot to steady aim. With negative edge, this becomes a lot easier to do. If you try to do this without negative edge, it is almost impossible. There's no other requirements besides the fact that you pretty much just have to negative edge. You can do it on pad, hitbox, whatever, but you may need a different layout depending on how comfortable you'll be in this position. What I do is when I press my button, I always go into 5H. I just start holding it, right? Like this. When I do 5H shot, I'll start buffering 2 and 4S, right? So it looks like this. Right? By doing this, it gives you pretty much the tightest, pretty much the most, it'll give you the easiest time to execute this. Because again, it is a very tight link. So just be prepared that you will be doing this a lot. Once you input steady aim, it's about how used to the rhythm you are and how used to the link you are. Because if you mistime it, it will drop the combo like that, as you can see. If you do it too fast, then it will not give the clean hit, which you can get a combo off this here. But it's not as good. Oh, I can't stop doing clean hit stuff. There you go. Right, like he can combo off this, but it's basically not ideal, but sometimes you will have to take non-clean hit. That is gonna be the big thing. It's important to just find the rhythm and then notice how you are dropping it. So like here, you can see I'm doing it too late, which means it's dropping. That was perfect. That was too late. Too late. That was perfect. Perfect again. That was too early. So a lot of it is just like kind of getting used to the habit of the timing, but that's really it, honestly. So with this in mind, you can hit confirm off of almost anything with this. Just any route you pretty much want to do, it doesn't really matter. The hard part is hit confirming into steady aim, like clean hit. After this, it doesn't really matter what you do as much. It's just like really preference. Yeah, it's quite good. It enables pretty much any sort of combos, and it's very, very important. How can you tell if it's a clean hit versus a normal hit? One, you can tell by how high up in the air they go. So you can see he goes up pretty high if it's a clean hit. Like pretty much like almost double character length in the sky. Whereas non-clean hit, you can see it goes a little lower. Pretty much just barely above head level. If it goes too high like this means you dropped it, but obviously you can also tap. Clean hit is basically about delaying the link. Basically, you want a slight delay, but it depends on when you link the shot. That's really the key thing. The key thing to understand about hit confirming in this way is that you have to realize that it's not necessarily a link in the sense of 5H steady aim. It's like tight from there. It's more like how fast you do 5H into 214S is what decides if you get it. So you can execute this way too slowly sometimes as well. You should negative edge, yes. You should. Negative edging is super important for it. I'd say it's not even optional for how important it is. Really, like, one of the best features about him, especially in a game like Strive. But again, be aware, this is really hard, but very worth it if you can make it work. In fact, you can see I'm still dropping it. But that's basically it. So the problem with this is I get a lot of questions about it, but it's not as hard in terms of, it's hard in the sense that it'll take you a long time to get consistent with it, but it's really just something to grind out. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a matter of I have to sacrifice my hands every day, which your hands will probably hurt if you grind this out long enough, but you will get used to it. So the process I do with this is far S, hold H, right? When I'm holding H, I do 2 and 4, like this, right? Then as soon as I let go of H, I'll press S, right? Just like that. As soon as I press S, I'll hold H again. And then after I hold H, I'll do 2-2, 2-2P as a cancel. In fact, you can see my inputs on the left when I'm holding down H and when I let go of it. That's basically the gist of it. Make sure to grind it out, but also be generous to yourself learning it. It's just hard, okay? Now, let's get to the main event here, okay? You guys ready for some Counter Wild? This is just rock, right? Please say yes. It's not rock.